Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all. Today we will start a new chapter of geography. The chapter name is Life in the Deserts. In this chapter, we will read about the life of desert, about the inhabitant of the desert, and about the climate of the deserts. But before starting the chapter, we have to know about the answer of these questions, introductory questions, and these questions will check your understanding skill, that how much do you know about the chapter. Let's come on the questions. What do you understand by the term sand dunes? The second question is, what do you mean by the term oasis? And the last third question is, what do you know about the term desert? Understand? So the answer of the first question is that you know that when the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another. And when it stops blowing, the sand falls and gets deposited in new low hill like structures, and these are called sand dunes. Understand? So this is the first question answer. The second question is, what do you mean by the term oasis? Dear student, you know that an oasis is like a green island in the middle of a desert, where you will get a spring or well gives plants and trees a better chance to grow. Understand? So afterward we will come on the subtopics which we are going to discuss in the class. So enjoy the class and try to understand all these subtopics. Dear student, as you know that the chapter life in the temperate grasslands has been deleted, so we will start the chapter life in the deserts, and this is the last chapter of your geography. As you know that student, it is difficult for everyone to live in places where there is no water to drink, where there is no grass for cattle to feed on, and where there is no water to help the crops to grow. Understand? So these areas we say deserts, and here we will that know about the places in the world where people have learned to cope, to deal with these deal with extreme harsh temperatures, and in some places as hot as fire and some as cold as ice. Understand? These are the desert areas of the world. These are characterized in this area. We get characterized by low rainfall, scanty vegetation, very less vegetation we will get here, and extreme temperatures. Temperature will be very extreme. Understand? So depending upon the temperatures, there can be hot deserts or cold deserts. Understand? The people who inhabit these lands wherever little water is available to practice agriculture. Understand? So student, you know that desert is an arid, very dry region characterized by extremely high or low temperatures. Understand? And has scarce, very less vegetation. So come on here with, we will start here the first subtopic. The first subtopic is the hot desert Sahara. Student, you know that the Sahara desert covering a large part of North Africa. Understand? And it is the world's largest desert, and it has area around 8.54 million square kilometer. Understand? And India has an area of 3.2 million square kilometer. Understand? So you know that the Sahara Desert touches 11 countries. Understand? The 11 countries are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia, and Western Sahara. You will see here in the map these areas. Understand? Tropic of Cancer is here is passing, and near these areas where Tropic of Cancer you are getting, in these areas these countries are located: Mauritania, Niger, Western Sahara, Algeria, Libya, Egypt, Sudan, Chad, Mali. So you are getting these area: Egypt, Libya. So here you are getting these 11 countries where Sahara Desert passes. Understand? So student, you know that when you think of a desert, that picture that immediately comes to your mind is that of a sand. But besides the vast stretches of sands, the Sahara Desert is covered with there are also gravel plains and elevated plateaus. You can get here gravel plains, elevated plateaus also with bare rocky surface. The surface will be bare rocky, and these rocky surfaces may be more than 2500 meter high at some places. Understand? Dear student, Sahara Desert once used to be a lush green plain. Understand? Cave paintings in Sahara Desert show that there used to be rivers with crocodiles, elephants, lions, giraffes, ostriches, sheep, cattle and goats were common animals, but the change in climate has changed it to a very hot and dry region. Understand? So come on the second subtopic. The subtopic is climate. Understand? The climate of Sahara Desert is scorching hot and parched dry. Very hot you will get, and parched dry. Understand? Days are unbelievably hot. Days will be very hot, and the temperatures during the day may soar, increase as high as 50 degrees Celsius, hitting up the sand in the bare rocks. Understand? Which in turn radiates heat, making everything around hot. So everything will be hot there because of extreme temperature, hot temperature. Understand? The temperature will be as high as 50 degrees Celsius during the day. The nights may be freezing cold with temperatures nearly 0 degrees. Understand? So you have understood this. Afterward we are coming the next subtopic: flora and fauna of Sahara Desert. Flora means plant and trees, which we say plant and trees, about plant and trees, and fauna means animal kingdom. Here we will know. So you know that vegetation in Sahara deserts includes, you get cactus, date, palms, acacia, which we say in Hindi babool. You will get there. These type of vegetation will come under flora. In some places there are oases. What do you understand by the term oasis? Green islands. You will get green islands with date palms surrounding them. So oasis is a place in desert where you will get plant, water, plant, trees. Understand? So this place is known as a oasis. And you get in the Sahara Desert the fauna. Fauna means animals. What type of animals you will get there? Camels, hyenas, jackals, foxes, scorpions. Many varieties of snakes you will get there, and lizards are the permanent animal species living there. Understand? And dear student, you know that scientists have actually found skeletons of fish in this desert. So you will think here about it. The next subtopic is people. Student, you know that Sahara Desert, despite of its harsh climate, you will get here different type of inhabitants, groups of people who pursue different activities, who do different activities. Among them are the Bedouins and Tuareg. These are the two popular tribes of the Sahara deserts. These are two popular tribes, Bedouins and Tuaregs. Understand? So these groups are nomadic tribes. Nomadic means one who goes one place to another place in search of pasture. Understand? They change their shelter. They go one place to another place in search of pasture or water. We can say that. So nomadic tribes. Among them, these groups are nomadic tribes rearing livestock such as goat, sheep, camels and horses. Understand? And what they wear, the people of Sahara Desert, they wear heavy robes, heavy clothes as protection against dust, storms and hot winds. Understand? Afterward, student, you are coming here. Next, the oases in the Sahara and Nile Valley in Egypt supports settled population. In this area you will get settled population, the oasis in the Sahara Desert and Nile Valley in Egypt. Understand? So since water is available, the people grow date palms, crops such as rice, wheat, barley and beans. Understand? Are also grown. Egyptian cotton, famous worldwide, is grown in Egypt. The Egyptian cotton is famous worldwide and that is grown in Egypt. Understand? The discovery of oil, a product in great demand throughout the world, in Algeria, Libya and Egypt. The people, what we are come on here. The discovery of oil, a product in great demand throughout the world, in Algeria, Libya and Egypt, is constantly transforming the Sahara Desert. Understand? So because of demand of discovery of oil, a product in great demand throughout the world, so Algeria, Libya and Egypt is constantly transforming the Sahara Desert. Other minerals of importance that are found in the area include iron, phosphorus, manganese and uranium. You will get these minerals in Sahara Desert. And the cultural landscape of Sahara Desert, the cultural land which we get there, is undergoing changing. because of these changes. Gleaming glasses, today we get shining glasses, cased office buildings, tower over mosques and super highways crisscross the ancient camel paths. Where the ancient camel paths, today we will get there. Shining glass cased office buildings, tower over mosques, understand, and super highways crisscross the ancient camel paths. Trucks are replacing camels. Today for transportation we use trucks, but earlier camels were used, understand. Trucks are replacing camels in the salt trade. In the salt trade, trucks are used today. Turaks, the tribe, are seen acting as a guides, understand, to foreign tourists. They work as a guide because they are local, they know about the Sahara desert. More and more nomadic herdsmen, more and more nomadic who goes one place to another place with their herd animals, are taking to city life. They are trying to find job in oil and gas operations, understand. So I hope that you have understood all these subtopics clearly. Thanks for watching the video. Good morning students. After periodic test, this is the first class of geography, and in the previous class we read about the chapter life in the deserts. So before starting the chapter, we will recapitulate the subtopic which we studied in the previous class, and the subtopic is the hot desert Sahara. In the previous class we studied about the Sahara desert. First we have to know that desert, what is desert? It is an arid region characterized by extremely high or low temperatures and has scarce vegetation. We get very in small amount, the vegetation will not in major amount, we get in scanty amount the vegetation. So here the first subtopic we discussed the hot desert Sahara. Dear student, you know that the Sahara desert covering a large part of North Africa. It is the world's largest desert and it has an area of around 8.54 million square kilometer, and you know that India has an area of 3.2 million square kilometer, and the Sahara desert touches 11 countries. These are Algeria, Chad, Egypt, Libya, Mali, Mauritania, Morocco, Niger, Sudan, Tunisia and Western Sahara. Understand? We studied this thing in the previous class. We also studied about the people, about the inhabitants, about the flora and fauna of the people of the Sahara desert, about the people of the Sahara desert, about the flora and fauna, understand, about the cultures. So you have to, if you want to, you have missed the class, you can see in the playlist. Afterward we will discuss here the subtopics from the chapter. Dear students, now we will start the chapter with the first subtopic. The subtopic is the cold desert Ladakh. Dear student, you know that before starting the subtopic we have to know that Ladakh is made up of two words, La meaning mountain pass and Dak, D-A-K, Dak meaning country, understand, the country of mountains. So Ladakh is a cold desert lying in the great Himalayas, and we have to know that on the eastern side of Jammu and Kashmir. Understand? We will know, we will see in the map also the position of Ladakh, the Karakoram range in the north and the Janskar mountains in the south. We get several rivers flow through Ladakh, but among them Indus is the most important among them. Understand? It is very important from your exams perspective. The rivers form deep valleys and gorges. Gorges means we say that ditches. Several glaciers are found in Ladakh. For example, the Gangri glacier. Understand? Now you have to know that the altitude, the altitude in Ladakh varies from about 3000 meter in Kargil to more than 8000 meter in the Karakoram range. Due to its high altitude, the climate is extremely cold. Understand? Extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is so thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. Understand? Because of height, we can feel the heat of the sun intensely. The day temperature in summer are just above 0 degree and the night temperature well below 30 degree Celsius. It is freezing cold in the winters when the temperatures may remain below 40 degree Celsius. Understand? For the most of the time. Dear student, you know that as is the in the main in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, there is a little rainfall in Ladakh region as low as 10 centimeter every year, and the area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. You will be surprised to know that if you sit in the sun with your feet in the shade, you may suffer from both sunstroke and frostbite at the same time. So now we will see in the map the position of Ladakh. Here, the student, we will see the position of Ladakh in the map. Students, here we see Ladakh desert. Here you are getting Jammu and Kashmir in north region, and there you are getting Ladakh. In north direction we will get Indus river, and here you will get Karakoram range. In the north we get Karakoram range, and afterward we get Janskar mountain in south. Here you are getting Janskar mountain in the south. We will get, understand? You are getting here Zojila Pass. So you are also get in now the second subtopic is flora and fauna. Student, you have to also know that Ladakh is also known as Khap-Chan, which means snow land. And dear student, you know that due to high aridity, vegetation is sparse. You will get vegetation in a scattered way, and there are scanty patches of grasses. You will get scanty, very less, in less amount, very less amount, patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. You will also get groups of willows and poplars. These are the trees are seen in the valleys. And during the summers, fruit trees such as apples, apricots and walnuts bloom. Dear student, we get that several species of birds are sighted in Ladakh: robins, redstarts, Tibetan snow cock, raven and hoopoe are common. Understand? And you can also get some migratory birds here. Those birds who go one place to another place season by season, change their position. The animals of Ladakh are wild goats, wild sheep, yak and special kinds of dogs. The animals are here reared to provide for the milk, meat and hides. Understand? Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter. The hair of the sheep and goat is used to make woolens. Understand? Afterward, student, you know that the chiru are the Tibetan antelope. In Hindi we say Varasingha is an endangered species. It is hunted for its wool known as Shahtush, understand? Which it's light in weight and extremely warm. And afterward, the next subtopic is, and the last subtopic from the chapter is people. Dear student, you know that the people here are either Muslims or Buddhists. In fact, several Buddhist monasteries you will get there in Ladakh landscape, and with their traditional gompas. The monasteries with traditional gompas. Some famous monasteries are here. Monasteries of Buddhists are Hemis, Thikse, Se and Lamayuru. Understand? These are the, we can say that, famous monasteries of Buddhist are. The student, you know that in summer season people are busy cultivating barley, potatoes, peas, beans and turnip. And the climate in winter months is so harsh that people keep themselves engaged in festivities and ceremonies. Understand? So the climate in winter months is so harsh that people keep themselves engaged in festivities and ceremonies. Understand? Dear student, you know that Ladakh is well connected both by road and air, and the national highway 1A connects Leh to Kashmir Valley through the Zojila Pass. Understand? Dear student, you know that tourism is a major activity with several tourists streaming come here in from within India and abroad also. Visits to the gompas, Buddhist monasteries, tracks to see the meadows and glacier, witnessing ceremonies and festivities are important activities. Understand, student? You know that life of people is undergoing changing process, and due to modernization the lifestyle has been changed, but the people of Ladakh have over the centuries learned to live in balance and harmony with nature. And due to scarcity of resources like water and fuel, they are used with reverence and care. Nothing is discarded or vested. Understand? So, dear student, you know that Manali Leh highway crosses 4 passes. Rohtangla first, second one Varalchala, understand? Third is Lungalacha, La and Tanglang La. The highway opens only between July and between September, when snow is cleared from the road. So I hope that you have understood all this clearly. Thanks for watching the video.